Remember Me is the show about the sudden rise to fame.
Each week, we talk to the people who suddenly burst onto our screens.
We talk about the highs, the lows, and what happens when the attention fades.
From tabloid chaos
to early internet madness. So where do they go? What are they up to now?
I'm Maisie Adam.
And I'm Scott Bryan.
And this is Remember Me. Please welcome Matt Terry.
Yay!
Thank you so much for coming, pal.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's really good to see you.
This was crazy.
Also, let's address the fact that you are straight back from Barbados.
I was about to say, I'm not straight.
No,
Don't remember
let's address the fact you're straight.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I used to be.
Welcome to Back in the Closet.
Yay!
No, you're straight back from Barbados.
That's the one.
I was like, Bahamas, Barbados.
Yeah.
Good times?
Good times. Working in the evenings, doing my
my
shows,
God.
and then seeing everything and laying in the sun. And I just feel really smug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're so jealous.
Fair play.
The rage is real.
Is this your life largely going round?
No? Barbados isn't. No, that's like
Okay.
a one-off. You know, like I just had a really lucky sort of like end of year, beginning of next. So
Yeah.
I did a New Year's Eve show in Jakarta, and then did a show in Bali,
Oh,
and
wow.
then did Barbados. So now I'm like, oh, now it's end.
Yeah,
It's over.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
due a few club gigs in Hull. I love it. Well, let's go back to where it started. Where it started in the public conscience. I mean, how long have you been performing prior to what we're going to talk about, X Factor?
Yeah.
But how long had you been performing prior to that, Matt?
Yeah, for forever. My whole life.
You were a stagey kid?
I was stagey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd go to stagey schools and felt like I was a bit. I definitely always felt like a songwriter, like recording artist. Like I didn't really want to be like at the ballet bar or like
Oh, okay.
stretching on
Yeah.
the floor. I wanted to be around the piano, like
Yeah.
finding chords and singing songs. So I think. Even though, I went and trained in musical theatre and I did dance class and I did, all the stage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was just more as in like a recording studio where I
Who
wanted
did
to,
you
live.
aspire to be?
Troy Bolton.
Really?
Well,
I was not
expecting
I thought I wanted to be him, but actually I wanted to,
Yeah.
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 That was
Yep.
where I
Hard
was a
relate.
bit confused, Mm-hmm. That's kind of the start of it all. But I'd say seriously, as a
Yeah.
musician, Bruno Mars.
So was it kind of in pursuit of that type of artist that made you apply for X Factor? Did you apply? Did they come to
Definitely.
you?
Bit of both. So I actually applied in 2015.
Yep.
And then a video of mine ended up doing a bit, got some views on
Yeah.
YouTube in 2016. And I said, well, would you come back and audition? And I was like, yeah.
What was the video?
I sang All I Ask by
wow.
Adele.
This is my last night with you. Hold me like I'm more than just a friend. Give me a memory.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
And that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Thank God. I owe her everything.
And how familiar were you with X Factor? Because I had been running for a few years by then.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what were your kind of preconceptions about what it would be like to be on it?
Yeah, so again, I grew up in Spain. So I'm born in England, but grew up in Spain. And I've only ever seen the Leona Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Which is a great
Yeah.
clip to know. Yeah, exactly.
But I knew, of course,
Yeah.
I knew all about it. And it was more my nan. So like in Spain, she had one of those massive illegal gigantic satellites that allowed her to get like Sky TV, and it's like she can't get caught. She's not with us anymore, so she can't go to prison.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. Can't catch her. And me and her would watch it. And she loved Leona Lewis. She had like the Leona Lewis book. And she would always say to me, she's like, one day, Matty, I'm going to get you in front of Simon Care. And she did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I knew definitely a lot about it. But I had never sort of religiously watched it.
This is something that we've sort of learnt more and more about as we've chatted to various guests, is what you see as the viewer of that show is very, very, very different to what it was like
half of it.
as a participant. Well, maybe you could shed some light, because I know you feel quite strongly that it wasn't a particularly like great experience or a massively kind of positive feeding school into the industry, or reflective of the industry. Is that fair to say?
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like everything we do, there's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah.
You know, right? But it's something that I feel like you definitely should have been made aware of before you start the show. And I see it very differently now. Like today, I look at it quite differently. So from my perspective, yeah, I had £4 in my bank account. I was a waiter. I was auditioning for musical theatre roles. I was getting to the finals for everything. Never really quite landed anything. And then, you know, I just like, this is what I want to do. I want to sing forever.
Yeah.
And that's what the show basically gives out the impression
Yeah.
of. You can be a
Definitely.
waiter, turn up, £4 in your pocket, and then perform.
Absolutely. So yeah, and still to this day, I feel like, you know, I'm 10 years in and I have not stopped, and I do want to take some credit for that myself. You know, like it's give and take. Like I'm thankful for the show, but all my years of working on my voice got me recognized to be on the show.
Yeah.
And I won because of how hard I work, and I've nurtured my talent, so I have to be able to credit myself too.
I can now reveal the winner of the X Factor 2016 is Matt.
I do have to say to the X Factor, thank you, because I think that is part of it. But then also there's this whole other side to it that I don't think I never understood when I was on it, you know, of how much the show is benefiting from you. I felt like at the time when I was on it, I was really sheltered and just not, the only way I could describe it, like let's think of like being part of a WhatsApp group, right?
Yeah.
That the title is Matt Terry.
Yeah.
And then you can see all the producers and everyone else inside typing all about you, but you don't have access to type.
Oh, wow.
So imagine that, right? There's one called Maisie.
Yeah.
All three of us are in it.
Yeah.
And then only us two are chatting about your career, your life, your decisions. You got no input. All you can just see is it all going drrr, drrr, drrr in front of you.
So through the auditions and the early parts of the show, like in what way did you feel that you didn't have any control?
I just cannot describe it. It's like anxiety inducing. It's like it's heart racing. It's all this commotion happens around you, and you don't
It's
have
so much for one person.
It's
as
so
well.
much.
It's-
And when you've never been in the industry, you don't know. Like one example I can think of is this. So this is how I really think it's a good like example of how like a TV show can work. So I have got really pally with the hair and makeup team.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm sat in the hair and makeup chair. They're like, should we have some fun today? And I had a beer quiff at the time. Thank God that's gone.
I liked it.
I liked it
liked
as well,
the
for the
way-
record.
Thank you.
For
All
the
right,
record.
cheers. But it's gone. Gone. I don't think it's coming back. And we put loads of blonde in my hair.
Yeah.
I was feeling myself. I went
Yeah.
in, so I'm like there, going good. Going
And
to my
you've probably
sound check.
never been around a hair and makeup team before who can
Never.
go, hey, we can make you blonde
Exactly.
today.
You don't
That's
have access.
exciting.
Yeah, I never had access. I never dyed my hair before. And
Yeah.
it was just such a fun sort of experience and something to do. And I get to sound check, and halfway through my song, it's just like cut. And then there's this energy. The whole room, the whole studio shifts. Something's bad's happened, something terrible. And it's something about me, and I don't know. So then all of a sudden, producer comes in, Matt, we've got to take you to hair now. And I'm like, oh, like, what's happened? Quickly, everyone, like, it's just like an awful feeling. They were like just sucking the energy out of the room,
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, something terrible.
Oh, it's
has
awful. And you
happened.
got that dread
yeah,
filling
and I'm
up.
like, all I'm here to do is like, oh my God, it's over for me. Like, I don't want to go back to the restaurant. I don't want to, you know, whatever. So I go back in, and still no one said shit. No one said anything to me. Everyone's just like, just get him in the chair. Like all this like drama.
No one would tell you what.
No
the
one's telling me what's
problem
going on.
was.
So I sat in the chair like I've done something really bad, and all of a sudden my excitement's gone. Like,
Yeah.
and I look up at his name was Jamie, and I go, what's wrong? And he was like, just be quiet a minute, like just stay there in the chair. And then when the room emptied, he was like, look, I won't say who, but he said, you can imagine who said, we have to change his hair back now because he looks too gay.
Wow.
So then that's just double whammy for me of like
Too gay.
too gay, yeah. So I looked too gay. The blonde made me look like whatever image they had going for me.
Jeez.
So that tells me. So no one's ever sat me down and said, "Look, we know you're gay, but we're not going to tell anyone because it might affect your audience. Might mean that I don't know, young girls don't fancy you. Might mean that, or whatever it is." So I'm unaware of all of this. I also haven't told anyone. I've never
Yeah.
come out to anybody, but in my heart, I knew that about myself, but I was just waiting for the right man to come
Yeah.
along to make me feel like I was ready to just be like, hey, here's the person I
Comfortable.
love.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You know, that was all
And
I
it's
was
your
waiting for.
private life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
that's all I
not
was waiting
for
for.
the whole purpose of the show for you to.
So
come and see
then
it.
I'm like, cool, now this is serious. Now I'm really going to have to switch
Oh
on this
my
character
God.
of like, I don't know, or like this persona. And don't get me wrong, like as a gay man, like that's something I'm used to.
Yeah.
It was a form of protection. Like I grew up in the 90s,
Yeah.
you know, like to protect myself, like I go sit in a barber chair and then we talk about football and I have to pretend that I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that a million times.
We've all done
You
it.
just do it because they've got scissors, and you just go right. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Love my girlfriend.
Just throw in
yeah.
the missus is doing my hood in and we're good to go. You know, like that's what they say. That's the talk in the
God.
barbershop.
But there's a difference between that and being on a show with
Exactly.
8 million viewers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how it can work. So again, I'm not in the know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, what their idea are. And don't get me wrong, it's probably coming from a place like a good place. Good, I'm going to quote it.
Yeah.
But that's me. That's my identity of who I
Oh,
am.
no, of
like they want
course.
me to succeed. You know,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it's coming from a place of listen, if you want to do well, then yeah, we're gonna need. Imagine they sat me down. Maybe then I would have had a choice. then.
Yes,
And
yeah.
knowing me, I probably wouldn't have gone along with it because that's just I want to be
Yeah.
me. I'm
Yeah.
here to be me. But when you're 23, like I said, £4 in your account, what you can do?
You don't know what the done thing is in this world, so you go along with all these other people who are going, this is how you do it, this is how you do it.
How did it make you feel?
I relate this feeling to like a sound effect. I don't know if that's like being like a musician, but I don't know in the show on X Factor, like you always would hear the boom.
Oh yeah.
That is
Yeah.
very PTSD for me.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
like that is what it feels like. It feels like my heart sinks low and then I'll get like a cold sweat. Like and I feel a drip go down my back, right down.
Wow.
And that is just how it always felt that
Were
feeling.
there people around, Matt, that because we hear so much now around reality TV of importance of like duty of care and welfare. It feels like that was just not a thing back then at all.
I felt like I couldn't go to anybody, that's for sure.
And you're not only wrestling with kind of protecting yourself, as you say, with your private life and your public persona or public kind of performer style, but also you're experiencing for the first time in your life fame, and not just like a bit of fame. The crux that X Factor had on the UK was you went from little known waiter to, oh my God, that guy's going to win the X Factor
Yeah.
in weeks. What is it, 12 weeks?
Yeah, weeks, yeah.
How is that on one person? Because when we had Kelly from Liberty X, I thought it was really interesting how she was able to say, at least with the band, we were all going through the same thing at the same time together. But as a solo artist,
Yeah.
it
sucks.
that's
It sucks.
really tough.
So, believe what you like to anyone listening. Like, I never want this to come across. The worst thing I want is for anyone to feel bad for me. I'm good.
Okay.
I land on my feet every single time. And it's not about that. For me, I'm only doing this because I'm not about exposing. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm about just telling the truth because it's going to feel good for me too. And for anyone else wondering whatever happened, everyone has questions. There's not a day that goes by I don't get asked about Simon Cowell, So this is my story and I'm allowed to tell it, right?
Yeah.
So I never thought about the fame side of things, but I always wanted to win. So I was always like, I want to sing. I just want to sing. I want to sing forever and ever and ever and ever. I love to do it. I love the way it makes me feel. And that's all I thought about getting to the end. I never thought about getting like free shit. I never thought about being famous, Instagram followers, being verified. To this day don't care. Like, that doesn't matter to me. It's part of this that I get to do. I think I'd again created this like version of me throughout childhood, like as a, you know, to protect myself as like, I guess like a gay kid growing up too.
Like a shield.
Yeah, a shield. So it was like like anything that attacked the shield, and it wasn't actually coming to me because I didn't feel like I really was me.
But did you feel that during your experience, because of like the comments being said when you were in hair and makeup, that made that shield a bit more?
Yeah,
you sort of
it was
doubled
just
down in
growing.
a way. You just sort of grew
the shield
away
was getting
from...
bigger and bigger, and this sort of version of myself. Like I'm in therapy. Like now, I've been in therapy for the last 2 years, and like usually you break it up from like adult and child, but I seem to have like a third one in the middle, which is Matt Terry from the X Factor.
Yeah,
and even now when I look back at him, I talk about him like in the third person because it just doesn't feel like me today.
Right.
So I guess it was like, but I thank him. I feel like he was my shield. You know, he took the heat on everything. Like the press following me, like if I'd come out of a club with some mates and like I'd hug a mate goodbye, and then I'm kissing him in the press. You know, Matt Terry kisses male friend outside club. I don't even like clubbing, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was just there for my friends, and they invited me and said, hey, would you like to come along with some pals and have a good night? And I said, why not? I've never done that before. Let's go. And then, so to be watched or like, the things didn't add up because in one newspaper, like I'm being accused of like having an affair with Nicole, and then I'm more likely to braid her hair. Like, and then secondly, I'm like, then I'm kissing like guys outside clubs. You know, I don't even party. So like, it's all so untrue.
Yeah.
And my mum's phoning me, being like, Matt, what's going on? I'm like, Mum, just don't look. Like, now we know. Now that we're on this side, we know, we have an idea that it's not true, you know? Like, don't believe what you read.
Did you have to sort of second guess your behaviour the whole time when you were going through that as well?
Yeah, like I couldn't like an Instagram picture at the time without something happening, you know? Like I remember I liked Tom Daley's like picture once.
Which,
like,
who wouldn't like a photo from
he's got a
Tom
six
Daley?
pack, he's under a Christmas tree.
And he's also now into knitting.
Yeah, and I can be into knitting too, you know? And crocheting, whatever you want.
It's crocheting. He would correct us and say it's crocheting rather than
There you
knitting.
go.
They're very two different attributes.
That's so mad. Like a like can blow up, and suddenly that's.
Yeah. And now I'm left. Don't get me wrong. Like I live so normally and comfortably today, and that's exactly how I like it.
He's liking all of Tom Daley's photos.
And commenting.
Because you shouldn't have to like second guess yourself though of what's the implication of each of my tiny. Like that's not hardly even an action, you know.
I mean, and on top of it, I just feel like I wasn't protected at all. Like no one, not even my team afterwards. So I didn't choose my management after the show.
Oh, okay.
That was, I mean, just to be real, I feel like it's Simon Cowell's friends.
Okay.
Right. So I guess that Simon's going to say, whoever wins, you have them, you know? And I didn't, maybe I had a choice. I don't know. I wasn't told I had a choice. I don't know, you know? As far as I'm aware, I've just come up, finished my shift, put down my last side of fries, and I've gone to the X Factor, and I'm just going to do as I'm told because I'm lucky to be here. But even like my team, like I had a time that this is awful as well. And I'm in a car and I go to get out and the door locks, and this is hand on my heart. Truth. We need to talk. I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of questions from a lot of people. So I'm going to laugh because it's so ridiculous. From a lot of people in the industry. And I'm out here, keyword, defending you, saying that you're not. But everyone in the industry is asking me if you're gay. And I'm here defending you, saying you're not. So you better tell me right now, defending. You better tell me right now if you are or not. Because if you are, and it turns out that you are, I'm going to have a big egg on my face. All because of you.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that's my manager?
Oh my God. Locking the car to say it as well.
Yeah. Do you understand?
Oh
Prisoner.
my God.
So it's fucked. You know, I was just a bit like that in that moment. That's when I woke up.
Yeah.
I was like, no one cares about me right now. And I'm like, this is like maybe a year in. And I've only spent this last year with all these people with my team, you know.
And that's the team that basically you win X Factor and they go, here's your team.
Yeah.
So you haven't like sat down and chosen these people going, we're a good fit, we're a nice vibe.
No, so from what I remember, there was multiple managers backstage with us, and then whoever we bonded with, I guess that's who we just ended up with. But so this is the thing. This is, again, it's all just so grey. It's like a very grey area. Maybe I did have a choice, but that choice was never made aware. It was like, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. And it looks like you're being given, you know. And again, £4 in my account, right? I just want to be
so
there.
tough.
So I'm gonna
Because
do
then if
whatever
you question
say.
it, you're ungrateful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
a
also
lose-lose.
but it's also the insinuation that your queerness is a bad thing. It's a liability.
Yeah.
And if I were you, I would be like, right, I'm just gonna
yeah.
push that down rather than.
That's exactly what I did. Yeah.
Wow.
So
was there a moment? Was that the moment where you went, this is not right for me.
Yeah.
This is not okay.
yes, and I was already spiraling.
Okay.
You know, like I've never turned to drugs and
Yeah.
alcohol. It's not my thing, but mentally, So I mean, just to be completely honest, I absolutely wanted to die. Like
Yeah.
I would go to bed.
Wow.
Those weren't my words. Like I'd say to my mum, I want to wake up late tomorrow. Like just so I don't want to feel like this. I can't take the pain. Like if I could
So
just wake
sorry.
up tomorrow at like 5,
Yeah.
you know, in the afternoon, that would be nice, because then I've only got like
It's less of the day to
less
deal
of the day,
with.
you know. And I think she was aware, you know,
Ooh.
and that was when we knew, because that is not me. Like I am quite a friendly, warm, bubbly person, and that light was just dimming and dimming and dimming and dimming until it was dull. You can't keep it up forever. You got to come up. You got to break character at some point.
So after that conversation in that vehicle, like what happened next? What did you decide to do next?
I think I lost all just respect. I was like, this is fucked. I was aware.
I mean, it is
then.
fucked.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it.
Do you think those people look back on that time now with a little bit of probably not regret, but a little bit? Do you think they're perhaps introspective about it, going, we didn't deal with people in the correct ways? Have you spoken to anybody from the
so,
show and
like,
put
I
to
would
bed
say,
some
like,
things?
I would say I've bumped into them at events, and I'll tell you what's so funny. The one that said the one, the car one, I got a message from being like, oh, I bet you feel so light now. I'm so happy for you. And I'm just like, you have no idea. And you're still stuck in it, and I'm going to leave you well behind.
Do you think there's people who are in a
bubble?
bubble and they're
Yeah.
like they're in a delusion, they don't clock?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
And
Yeah.
also, do you think, like, in that era, like, I feel like now we have more openly queer artists being
Yeah.
able to be, and then it's like, you know, their kind of queerness is
Yeah.
front and center.
Yeah.
But in your era, in
It
that era,
wasn't.
which was not that long
I
ago,
mean-
it was very much like, no,
Yeah.
sorry, people won't buy records, people won't be there for you.
I was walking down flipping Googe Street, and this is no shade to Montana Brown from Love her, she's a queen, holding her hand being photographed because of my management.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they said it would be what people were like, the
You
press
need-
would be.
You need her. You need to be walking down the street with a hot girl, and we're going to get it photographed. I just feel like, looking back now, I don't know how I'm so good today.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel so happy, but I wonder if it's because of, I know what it feels like to be so deep, you know, and lost in those moments.
How are your family about it?
So yeah, again, this is something that I never crossed my mind. I was just like, God, I wonder what it was like for them.
Yeah.
And me and my mum, like, we talk all the time, but she was just like, I felt like you're my son, and
Yeah.
I couldn't protect you. And as a mother, for the first time,
Wow.
you're completely out of my nest, and you're flying solo, and I can't protect you. And that is, as a mum, the hardest.
Yeah, that's tough.
The hardest thing. But her and my dad absolutely saved my life. Like, they were there to pick up the pieces, you know, after, you know, I don't know, getting dropped via email from my record label.
Is that how it
Jeez.
happened?
Not even from my label, a forwarded email from a
Forwarded
manager.
email.
Yeah, forwarded email from a manager from RCA to him saying, hey, as discussed.
As discussed.
So I wasn't part
You
of this
weren't in
discussion.
it.
As discussed, we're not gonna do a second album with Matt. Then I got forwarded that.
Oh
was it.
my God. Matt.
Yeah, it's fucked.
That is absolutely awful.
Yeah.
But also, like, you were following all of their instructions
Yeah.
throughout
I did
it.
everything.
You did everything
I
that they
chose
wanted
the album
you.
cover that they wanted. I put songs on the album that I didn't write that I didn't want. I was a yes man, but it's that teaches me something, you know. And let that be a lesson for any artist listening today. Like, be yourself. That's the only way it's gonna work. And for some reason, for whatever it was, like that version of me wasn't meant to, you know, turn into the next Harry Styles. And I'm very okay with that because I'd be dead. I'd be dead. I think I would. Yeah. I don't think I was not ready to handle it. You know, I would have been like, fuck this. I'm gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Also, you've worked with some mad people like Enrique, Sean Paul. That's wild. Do you meet them for
Enrique,
sessions?
yes. Sean Paul, no.
Okay. How
But-
does that come about then? How do you do? I've always
So-
wondered that when you don't
Please
meet,
not a
but you
forwarded
do
email.
Not a forwarded email. No. So actually, it just came from Enrique had the song Súbeme la radio, which
Yeah.
means turn up the radio for me. But he was just on this thing of like he wanted to release so many versions all around the world, and to pull off the UK one, they were like, well, ideally we need a British artist that can do the Spanish part.
Clever.
I was like,
Clever.
hola, yo. You know, so I was in Miami, right? And
Going full Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
Donde está la baño?
yeah, El
All those
Baño.
years watching Sky in Spain
There you
illegally.
go. You know, so I'm fluent Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So we get a call like, listen, you need to record vocals for this song now. And I was like, fuck, with who? And they're like, Enrique Iglesias. And I'm like,
Oh my
so I'm
god.
like, guys, give me a minute. I just need to go outside. Just let me be alone. And
Yeah.
I'm outside like this.
You can't go straight in with the take. We'd have heard it in your voice,
Yeah,
being like, "Oh my god!"
Like you're even mad. So yeah, went in, delivered, done like just learnt the song there, sang
Yeah.
it in, and then didn't hear anything for like, I don't know, maybe like 5 weeks.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden I get sent a demo, and Enrique opens the first verse, that's it into the chorus, and then I hear the second half of the chorus of the first time round. I was like, that's me. And then I hear my verse come in, and I was like, fuck. And then I hear, Chanevol! No. I was like, oh my God, that was a surprise. No one told me he was going to be on it. So like I'm in my, like, man, that feeling, euphoric. Like,
Did you
that's
love
why these
it?
moments are like, that's what I try and remember.
Yeah.
That moment of like, oh, I remember hearing my voice on a record with Enrique Iglesias
Yeah.
and Sean Paul for the first time.
Yeah.
That's the memory that I want to keep hold of. Like, this doesn't make sense today, but like my debut song, Sucker For You, that
Yeah.
I wrote, that
Yeah.
me and one other, so again, his name was Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him, he was one of my managers at the time. He really believed in the song, and it's thanks to just him being that one other person
Yeah.
to do it. But no one else wanted it, but to 100 million. And then I still got dropped by my label.
This is it.
Which
It's
is
like
insane.
People love it, but was there like a snobbery from the industry on X Factor?
Yeah, so
acts?
recently, so I just released a new song last year in November called Super Glue.
Yeah.
And I got a radio plugger, right, to sort of plug it to radio stations, and they're like, this is lit. Like,
Yeah,
the song
yeah.
is amazing. But we're not going to play it. So, and then I'm getting fed back. It's because I've come from the X Factor. I'm looking around and I'm just
But
like,
it's
it's hard,
years
so
ago
hard for me to understand, because I know Harry's in a different, you know, stratosphere,
But-
he came from it. Jade, Leanne,
Yeah.
Perry, Jessie, Normani, Camila
Yeah.
Cabello, like all these artists, like all I want is to be like, even if I'm not going to be embraced, just give me a fair shot.
Given the same chance.
Give me a chance, because I'm your artist.
Yeah.
I'm a British UK artist. You know, support me. Don't wait for like, I don't know, a different country to say Matt's amazing for you to come and, you know, that's what I was saying in the interview to clear it up. Like, people had a lot to say because they were saying, oh, they thought that I was talking about public. Like, I
Yeah.
can't control what. I'm not asking for people to work. I don't want to walk down the street on flowers and red carpet. That's not what I'm here
But for the industry.
But for the industry to see me and like to give me a fair shot, and then if it doesn't work, then we tried.
Do people come to you, Matt, as somebody who's been through that weird kind of like whirlwind of sudden fame and like the kind of the pressures that it suddenly brings, and then also the brutality of it, of the being dropped. Have other artists ever come to you for advice? And I was going to ask earlier, actually, did you have anybody that you could go to when you were in it from previous years?
Not really. I will say Liam Payne.
Yeah.
Fuck, out of like, he was probably one. Like, we did Jingle Bell Ball. My jaw dropped when he walked in my dressing room door.
Really?
And I was like, wow, like, you've got, like, he gave me his time.
Yeah.
And real conversation. Like, he was just looking at me dead in the eye. And he gave me, like, confidence. Because Sucker For You, my song, was just, like, killing it. But I didn't know it was killing it. Because, again, no one's telling me. Everyone's just saying, don't be gay, get photographed with Montana, you know, go to this event, you need to book more gigs, make more money. Like, no one praised me. But Liam, like, I feel I'm not bringing him up for clout or anything. Like, he's genuinely the only, like the biggest star out of all of them that came and gave me his time and just said, mate, your song Sucker For You is fucking killing it. You were on today's Tops Hits and you've been there for ages. It's sticking. He's like, you got this, man. Yeah, give me your phone. Puts his number in. Text me. You know, whatever you need, I'll be your guy, and I'll be there for you. Every event, Pride of Britain, you name it, wherever we was at. Matt. You know, and that meant something.
Yeah.
You know.
And I guess he was one of only a handful of people that can understand.
Relate, truly.
When did you sort of decide to be more open about your sexuality publicly after a lot of, you know, difficulty over the previous years? There'd be, I guess, a lack of trust in some way.
Hell yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
I think it came from a place of like, I'm so good. Like, I feel really, like, I know me now. Like, I've finally rediscovered myself and got to know who I am. And I think this version of me is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to share it. But it wasn't a planned thing. So I just wrote a song, which is called His Car. And this whole music video, like, came to a head. It was just me and a friend of mine, Tim, who's an incredible producer and writer, and the pair of us wrote this song called His Car. And the lyrics are like, I used to kiss him in the back of his car, hiding from the world who we are. I'm sorry for every single lie. And it was kind of an apology to, like, the first guy that I was with, because I put a lot of pressure on him. I remember being like, you will never be able to tell anyone about us. You'll never be able to, you know, this is a secret forever. And I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I feel so guilty for that. But I do think most people listening will probably understand why, after what's been told to me, that hair and makeup chair, the car, that, you know, all of these things that have happened to me in this very impactful period of my life.
Yeah.
That's what it taught me.
Yeah.
And as a 24-year-old that had never been with a guy before, and I was like, do you know what? This song is far too fucking good to never come out. So I produced, shot, and directed a whole music video for it too. And I was like, fuck it. This is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to tell my truth.
I used to kiss him in the back of his car, hiding from the world who we are. I'm sorry for every single lie.
And it felt incredible, and that's how it should feel. And I think that's now going forward. That's how I will be doing everything, you know, and how I've continued to, like, that last EP, this next EP that's coming out. I should probably try and plug myself actually.
Yes,
while I'm here,
please.
shouldn't I? I've got a new EP coming out, guys. It's called Party in My Room. It's coming out on the 22nd of May. That's an exclusive.
Big fan of that.
Listening.
Thank you, Matt Terrick. Party in My Room.
Party in My Room, 22nd of May.
Feels like now you're the artist you've always wanted to be, though, right? Is this the case?
It does. Oh yeah.
When you went and did, like, you've been doing musicals and things like that, was that helpful for, like, finding, almost like stripping it back and going back to being a singer?
Exactly.
Yeah. Was that quite...
Saved my life.
Yeah.
So I met two really important people. I've met both of them in musicals.
What was the musical?
The first one was Madagascar, the musical.
Yes, please.
And I played Alex the Lion.
Yes.
Original cast. Ben Stiller, come at me, man. And that show, it saved my life. I toured it for 20 months. We toured we started in London, toured the UK, toured China, and then I hang up my paws. And then I've never said that before. Wow. What a line.
Why didn't you go with that for the name of the album?
should have started that,
Hanging
yeah.
up my paws.
Out 22nd of May.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask you, Matt, it's written here on my cards. Is it true you were nearly shot by police in the US whilst recording your last album? Where were you recording it? Oh, God.
Hull.
How did...
No, I'm kidding. So I'm in Miami, and I'm a very punctual person. Right, I turn up right on time. So Miami is so different.
Oh,
so
really?
they're like, "Hey, bro, like, let's start the session around like 4," and I'm like, "Yeah, cool, no worries." I get there at 3:45
Of course you do.
because I'm English.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I go to open the studio door, and I'm like, "Oh, it's not opening." I'm rattling on this door. The studio alarm sets off. I'm talking like it's aggressive. There's no one there.
It's like Wallace and Gromit when they try to steal for diamonds.
Yep, there's no one there. So like I just step in. I'm like, guys. I'm like, hello. Alarms. I'm sweating as it is. So I come out the back door. God knows how fast. Miami police come legging it round the corner with guns, and they hold me at gunpoint coming out the side.
I love how you nearly forgot this story
I know,
until we
what an
mentioned
iconic
it.
story.
And you're like, I'm just here to record an album.
Yeah, I was like, I'm la la la, and they go to me.
Put your paws up.
Put your paws up. I mean, I'm Alex the Lion.
I'm trained in
Oh my
musical
God.
theatre.
Yeah, I'm American. Help me. I won the X Factor.
No!
I'm from London. I'm here to record my studio session. I just panicked.
Put your hands up. Help, I won the X Factor. Please don't shoot. I won the
know,
X Factor.
I've tried it here in England. They still gave me a speeding fine. It doesn't work.
Oh my God. Matt, thank you so much. That was such
What a story to end on.
Yeah.
I mean, my word.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That
you
was
so
such a
much. That was
joy.
great.
Thank you. That's all we have time for this week on Remember Me. Thanks so much to Matt Terry for joining us.
You can like and subscribe us on YouTube. You can also follow us on TikTok at RememberMeMDS. Remember to like and subscribe and tell other people about our show. And of course, if you don't like those formats, we are also available wherever you get your podcasts.
Send in your questions, your guest suggestions, who you want us to have on future episodes of the show. And you can email us at rememberme@micdropstudios.com. And you can also visit us at micdropstudios.com/rememberme.